Sup guys, it's me, Spencer, the owner and designer of Spencer Badu. This is a new video series that we're starting where I break down the collection. Honestly, I feel like I don't do a good enough job of like explaining what it is that I make and why I make them. So I think this is like a really good way to do that. This is our new collection, collection 15, which is ultimately our next summer collection. This season, and I think seasons that are gonna be after this is really about this idea of the journey, really juxtaposing cultural references, whether it's from like the West, from Africa. Yeah, so many different kind of amalgamation of things that I'm ultimately like putting into a garment. And one of the first pieces I want to talk about is this bag. It's basically a backpack, really efficient. We have some loops that you can carry your keys. We have this charm that has the brand logo engraved in different colors, branded zippers throughout, Velcro pockets, and then we also have a pocket for like your AirPods, back pocket as well. You can really carry a lot of things. So I have a MacBook. I think it's a 13-inch MacBook Pro. MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, anything smaller than that does fit in the bag. So yeah, it's like an everyday bag. Probably like one of my favorite pieces of the collection. I was just in Paris and I wore this like every day. It's a go-to bag. So in terms of jackets, we have this parka that's inspired by obviously like vintage military jackets, but we cut it in a shape that is more akin to like, I think it's called like an African kaftan. So it has a bit more of like a T shape. It's a bit oversized, a bit boxy, but we still have the same details that you would see in like an original military jacket. The rope cinching, the cargo pockets, the 3D and exterior pockets on the top, and then flat at the bottom with this like stand collar. And it's made in a ripstop, and then it's lined as well in a ripstop as well. So something really good for spring, something really good for summer. A standout jacket this season is we made this bomber jacket with like shredded fabric. So we had a lot of dead stock fabric in the studio, and we were thinking about like ways to reuse it. Similar to the other jacket, stand collar. This one has a zipper and a flap with two snaps at the bottom, and then with our branded zipper. And then we have a pocket on the side, what I would call our showpiece. Just really, flexing our like thinking and how we approach this like idea of like a uniform. So it's our cargo chinos with distressing at the bottom, as well as the pockets at the front, and then the pockets at the back, and then the reimagined yoke that's turned into a seam in the back. A lot of my friends have been harassing me to make shorts. Everyone knows us for this double-waisted detail, really kind of reimagining those double-waisted jeans that I guess some of you guys have. We have a lot of language that you'll see in like our chino. So we have this diagonal welt pocket on the front, and then on the back, similar to the denim, we have this double yoke with a pocket detail. And then it also comes in a black. Yeah, this also comes in a black, same details, but just in a black. This was a white denim that was dyed, I guess, but we're gonna move forward with a denim that is actually washed, similar to the blue styles. This season, you guys are familiar with the safari pants, so to match the jacket, we made it in the same green. We updated the pockets on the first edition and added some pockets on the side, and then added a iPhone or phone pocket on the front. Double opening so you can fit your wallet or your iPhone down the front. And then we have the removable zipper, so it is convertible to shorts. Again, this is just like a key piece for the summertime and a big piece of our summer collection. The black, a great outfit, just something you can pair together. I'll probably throw this on later just so you guys can see what it looks like. Let's get into some knits. So knits has been something that we've been, I guess for the last year, we've been like known for. Obviously you guys have seen things like the tie shirts, and I think that has been a really successful style. We really want to grow into the knitwear category. And for this season, we expanded that franchise into different colors. So obviously this is the original one. And then we also developed it into the black with the gray tie. They're gonna be like really limited, in all honesty. Like I don't want this thing to, take over too much. And then we have this Sleeveless, knitted, I guess you can call it a vest. So a mock collar, pockets on the side, just like a very clean piece, something you can like dress up or dress down. Let's get into some sportswear. So we really want to dive into like our sportswear like history. So this season, this is will be more or less like the first time we did this, but this is ultimately a new cut. We'll call it our 90s cut. It's more or less like a more of a true to size, a bit more like fitted take on a track jacket. So think of like, you know, Balotelli, think of David Beckham, that kind of like heyday of soccer, the way their like tracksuits were fitting at that time. You know, in the past we've done track jackets that are a bit more like on the baggier, roomier side, but we're trying to add a bit more depth in terms of like the way that our clothes fit. You know, I think we've done a lot of baggier stuff in the past, but I kind of just want to play around with different silhouettes. First things first, we remove the side seam and we move it forward and we add an invisible pocket. Asymmetrical zipper along the side with a branded zipper, which ultimately disrupts this like word mark across the front, which basically says Badu House. This kind of comes from the word Bauhaus, and it's me more or less like playing with that idea. Obviously, I feel like Bauhaus goes without saying what it is, but we kind of just wanted to like play with the word, and obviously you have Badu and house, and ultimately it's my take on this kind of like school of thought that I incorporate into making these clothes. Bauhaus is all about obviously form and function and design. And yeah, like it's just like a really, really cool piece. So here we have our double-waisted sweatpant. We have this stripe detail on the side in a wash red French terry, the quintessential cargo pocket on the side. We have our SB graphic on the side or emblem, and then two drawstrings at the top. Wash football jersey. I feel like a lot of people have seen this style from, I would say, a summer or two ago. Classic piece. We had to go through like so many different iterations just to kind of get the red correct, but I really like the fade on this and how the numbers pop. Really, really cool piece. Here we have our tank tops. One thing that we've been doing with our tank tops, or just in terms of the language of the color, we've been dyeing them, veg dyeing them on purpose. For me, dyeing is a big part of my culture, and I really want to figure out a way to kind of incorporate that into like something as simple as a tank top. And I think there's something like really beautiful about the way the colors like show up, purposeful imperfection that you get when you dye like a white garment a specific color. You get to see how the color like picks up on the garment, and you kind of see like little traces of the white. Another thing that we did is we have this kind of inside out detail on a lot of our jersey styles. And then we have the logo on the back, just kind of playing on that, you know, inside out detail. So for us, sometimes like, you know, I think that the brand can come off like really minimal, but I really want to show the amount of like thought that goes into like each piece, and that every detail is intentional and considered. And then we have this jersey. So basically, it's a twisted asymmetrical jersey. I know that's like a lot in one word, but ultimately, we took this like quintessential like Ghanaian jersey that some of you guys are familiar with. It's this kind of like yellow jersey, and then we take this kind of like black star motif that is seen in the Ghanaian flag, and we reimagine it in graffiti. So for me, it's about juxtaposing the worlds of like, I guess, hip hop, North America, and then kind of, you know, clashing that with this kind of like cultural symbolism. And then we contrast that with like a ribbed red stripe down the side. And then instead of just having it like a regular jersey, we thought we just like push it and have like one sleeve different, like really making it asymmetrical. You know, I think there's something to be said about really like pushing people to try new things, and I think that like that's my job as a designer. I can make things that already exist, or I can like really reimagine what a jersey or what a t-shirt looks like, you know. Pullover hoodie, plain in the front, SB logo on the front chest. Then we have this invisible zipper kangaroo pocket, and then the SB logo on the back. The different cities around the world that we're either in or that have some sort of like significance to the brand. So you have an embroider, a print, and an embroidery. And then yeah, graphics, seasonal graphic tees. So we have two boxy tees, the drummer tee. So you have someone play with the drum, and then you have the word Badu more or less incorporated into the graphic there, and the exclamation mark at the bottom with this kind of like paint effect. It's a really nice screen print. Graffiti star on the front. Again, inside out details throughout, and then the brand label on the back. So basically we have passport stamps throughout this t-shirt. These are either countries, a lot of these countries I've been to, but again, similar to like the SB hoodie, these are countries that I've been to or that have some sort of significance to myself or the brand. And then we have this Badu 2025 tour graphic of a plane on top. And this t-shirt is a bit more on the fitted side, or more true to size. So yeah, I feel like this is probably long overdue. We've been making pants for since the beginning of the brand, and for some reason I didn't think to make belts. So this year we developed, I guess, one belt in two colors, made in Portugal. It's this like S graphic that comes in like a really soft buttery leather. This will come in about 90 to 95 centimeters. Initially I was leaning towards a bit more of like a smaller belt, but I think our brand is like very minimal, and I think this is just kind of like a nice pop to any outfit. Obviously you can cover it with a shirt or with a jacket, but also if you just want to show it, I think it's like, again, it's just like a nice pop to any single outfit. So yeah, so that was collection 15. Honestly, like, I'm really happy with the collection. I think that over the years, create like a really recognizable language, and I feel like we're carving our own like language and aesthetic that I think sets us apart from different brands. The way I'd summarize this is, obviously first is always uniform. Like, we're ultimately trying to create like wardrobe staples that people can like use. I think the second word would be experimental. Again, we're looking at these like archetypes and we're really trying to push them and we're trying to play around with them. And then I think the last one would be like cultural. So with everything that we do here, it's intentional. And I think there's a little bit of myself in every piece, to be honest. And I'm really trying to like tell my story in every piece that I make. Yeah, that being said, the collection is going to be coming out this month. I'm really excited. It's going to be coming out in different deliveries. We're going to probably start with the bag and a few other pieces, but I'm really excited to kind of see how you guys wear them, how you guys style them. Yeah, there's just so many things that we're really excited for this year. We have a few announcements. It's going to be a really big announcement this year, but I won't I won't let you guys know yet. But yeah, it's going to be a really big year. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this collection with you guys. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.